Wait, it's not touchscreen.
Sarah.
My computer's touchscreen.
Okay.
You can't do that. You can't do that on
No, it's
this.
all good.
Okay, well, hey, everybody. We might leave that in. This might be our intro. We're here today with Dave and Sarah, sweet clients of ours. And today we're here to talk about their recent sailing on Celebrity Cruises. And I'm very excited because I know you guys had a really good time. You did all your research and you chose things for reasons. And so I'm excited to hear from you. So why don't you say hello and tell us about your ship and your itinerary.
All right. I'm Sarah Lees, and this is my husband, Dave. We were on the Celebrity Silhouette, and we went to and did the Key West and Nassau, Bahamas itinerary. It was a 4-night, and we did it back in April.
Right, that's right. Oh my gosh, has it been that many months?
It has been.
Yeah.
We've been trying to do it that many months.
And what kind of a cabin did you select?
We ended up going up to the Aqua class,
Mhm.
which has the balcony and also has the access to the Blue restaurant and the Persian Garden, which was on the Silhouette. Some of them have different name, which is their spa with some spa discounts. And the internet and drink package is all included with that too.
With that class of a cabin, yeah. Were there other perks? Can you remember that?
It was the spa discount, the access to the Persian Garden, which we loved. Those little tile chairs are so amazing. And then, well, fitness classes that we did not use. We did use the fitness center. The Blue restaurant, which was a lot of fun. It was exclusive for Aqua class. And that was it. And our own, and of course it was concierge level. So we had our own special concierge dedicated for our room. He was very sweet.
What does that
that's
mean?
good.
Tell us what that means. What does the concierge kind of things do?
So the concierge, I think they called them room attendants. I can't remember what they said, but they are the level of, hold on, thank you. They are going to help you with any of your needs. So you don't have to go down and go to guest relations. They can bring you extra drinks. They can help you with room service, answering questions, for excursions, locations of things on the, on the ship. And they're the ones that also help with turn down service and to give you all the fun little, we had some chocolates and other information and our waters daily, all of that.
Yeah. That's great. And so you had a balcony, right? In your on your cabin. How nice was that?
Well, actually, we loved having the balcony.
Yeah, we sat on it. We sat out on it quite a bit, and we kept like the sliding glass door open a lot just to have like the breeze. And it was really nice. Like when we would wake up and we were already in like the port, and we could just look out the window and see things. So that was. There were like a lot of the people that we talked to on the cruise. It seemed like people who didn't do Aqua class kind of agreed with us to where that was probably, especially for the first time and all, that was probably the best value. And that's what we booked for our second cruise.
Yeah. Yeah. Because you get so much, it's a lot of bang for your buck.
Yeah.
It's like service things that you want.
Yeah. I love having things all included. The bed was incredibly comfortable and it was a king size in the Aqua class. I know some of the lower level rooms are only a queen size.
That's true.
So having a king when you're used to a king is definitely very nice. We actually slept very well every night. It was actually very comfortable, and the room was actually a decent size too.
Okay. So let's talk about your ports that you stopped at. Which one did you go to first?
Key West.
Key West. And did you do any excursions? Did you tootle around town? What did you do there?
We did the glass bottom boat excursion on Key West.
Okay.
And because of the wind, we did not get to go to their normal spot, which was the Atlantic side. And so we had to go to the Gulf side. So there was not quite as much activity that we got to see, but then we still had some pretty cool stuff. I mean, they have some pretty neat reef there, but the drivers were very knowledgeable though with talking about the reef, how they're different than other ones, like, you know, and the differences between the two other areas, some of the wildlife down there. So, I mean, it was pretty fun to be able to sit out there and do the glass bottom, but we didn't get to see as much as we might have gotten to had they been able to do a different location.
Yeah, so we got to do that, and we went on the way back. We got I ate like the key lime pie on a stick kind of thing, and that was really good.
We did. We walked around Key West a little bit and took a picture out by mile 0. I mean, it's super easy to walk right there around Key West because it's very small. I think, what is it? We probably walked a mile, maybe mile and a half total after we were done. But it's a neat little eclectic town. I mean, you've got the cats that have extra toes. You've got the chickens that roam all over the place, which was actually pretty fun. And then key lime pie is one of their specialties. So you got to try to find a place for key lime pie.
For sure, for sure. To your point about the weather, I mean, that is the one thing about travel, but cruises in particular, you do have to like hold your plans with an open hand because weather can change, cancel, reroute your individual plans in a port like that, or it's a normal thing to have some of that altered. So walking into that vacation with some flexibility in mind is a good idea, especially if you're bringing kids and you just want to let them know it's a good chance to teach them how to be flexible. You might not get exactly what you wanted, but if it has to be canceled, they do, you know, you do get refunds.
That's what I was gonna say. It was that one, they had given everybody the option because we were going to a different spot. If they did not want to, all they had to do was stop over at whatever booth and they would work to get it refunded for the day. But we're like, well, let's go out anyways. We're going to be on the boat. It'll still be something neat and different to see. And we still really enjoyed the experience.
Yeah, and the boat was less crowded, so really it's kind of
Oh, good point.
yeah.
Yeah, it really was not that crowded.
Not
It was
at all.
great.
Yeah.
That's
We got to
good.
sit at different sides and like see different things, like on the inside, on the outside.
Mhm.
And that was good.
Yeah.
Awesome. So then your other port was, tell me,
Nassau.
in Nassau. And what did you guys do there?
So that's where we got to like do the whole sea lion encounter. And
Oh.
that was probably the highlight of the trip. Like that was that was a lot of fun.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, one thing that we did learn is the pictures are not included. So come prepared to buy the pictures.
On the excursion, you mean?
For
Okay.
that one, because you cannot go and do I'm shaking a sea lion's hand, I'm getting a kiss by a sea lion, and I'm getting a hug from a sea lion without getting pictures. I'm sorry. You should budget accordingly.
You're gonna need it.
So that was such a neat experience, and it was all in one big. We also did the Blue Lagoon, so we got to do some swimming in there, which was super nice. It was pretty private and pretty quiet overall, so it was not packed. Plus we got there earlier than the other cruise ships, so that really helped too. And then we got to watch them encounter with the dolphins too, because it's all in one big area. So we could watch other people as they were starting with their little thing with they get to swim with the dolphins and we get to watch the dolphins play in there. So that was pretty cool.
Yeah, so the boat ride to the excursion and back was really good too. And we weren't really expecting that, but they were showing us like the different houses on the way there. Like we noticed those and they're just like beautiful houses. And then on the way back, we had a really good like driver who was telling us like who owned the different houses. And that was really cool. Like we took pictures and sent them back to our kids. And it was like, they thought it was really cool that we had a picture of DJ Khaled's house.
Oh,
It was like their coolest part of the trip. But it was really neat to see that. And the guy did a great job.
yeah.
Like, I mean, we're just getting transported back to the ship, but that was one of the more memorable.
Yeah, it was pretty neat. It was pretty neat. So,
And now you booked both of those through the cruise line, right?
yes,
Yeah.
we booked it right on the website, but we did it pre-cruise because
Right.
you generally get it cheaper. with booking, we had an onboard credit, so we didn't even pay full price for
Mhm.
either of them. However you want to divvy it up. One of them was free, one of them we paid
Yeah.
for. But that was a really nice thing to be able to do, since we already had the internet and drink package included. We didn't have to spend our credit on that.
Yeah, we got to, before we saw the sea lions, like we got to like go out like into the water, and that was the first time of the trip that we got to do that. So it was good timing to where we got there, we were on like the second trip to see the sea lions, so we got some time to just go out on the water, get a snack, and then go see the sea
It's
lions.
the first place that had energy drinks.
Yeah, yes, we brought a couple back with us.
I like my energy drinks. That was
Yeah.
the Red Bulls are only for the zero package, the zero alcohol package.
Okay.
So otherwise you have to pay for it. And I was like, well, I'm not paying for something when I've already paid for my package. So I waited until we could get a different type of energy drink.
I will say, over the span of a couple days, I probably had maybe 30 coffee,
30 shots of
shots of
espresso.
espresso. Yeah, like all sorts of different flavors. It was amazing.
Wow. Wow.
It was very good. Yeah, pretty much every time we left the room, I had a different
He's like,
flavor.
hey, let's stop for a coffee.
Yeah.
All included, man.
Well, that was the thing that was so funny with us, because we had never cruised before this one, and it was getting on, and he grabs a dessert and then a coffee. He goes, I really hope that this is included. And it was like, and it's like, yes, it is included. So
And
Not
we were
gonna-
just, yeah. Oh, sorry.
No, go ahead.
So yeah, we were just happy to be on the ship after on the way there, when I was trying to do our pre-boarding stuff, mine was fine, but apparently I selected all no when I should, or all yes when I should have done an all no for Sarah, and I said she was pregnant, unvaccinated, and might have had COVID. But apparently that happens a lot.
Forgot about that part of your trip.
with the dog.
You were
Yeah.
texting me from in line. I think I'm pregnant.
yeah, we're driving there the day before, and I'm like, so what do we do? You're like, call twice to verify correct information.
Yep.
So
Oh,
yeah, because you were not feeling well.
yeah, I remember that.
Oh,
So I just want to circle back to your excursions and the fact that you
Yeah.
booked them with the cruise line. And I talk about this a lot, but I'm going to take a second to say it again. The cruise lines, by and large, they select these operators, these tour operators, because they're licensed, bonded, insured, and they're really good at what they do.
mhm.
So, and that even trickles down all the way to the driver of the boat that gives a really
Mhm.
good tour as you're passing whatever guy's house that was that he said.
Yeah. Michael
That,
Jordan, Oprah.
oh my gosh, yeah, like that, those kinds of things matter, and that's why those are some of the bonuses of booking with the cruise line, is you're gonna have somebody like that. So I
Mhm.
love that for you. Let's turn the corner and talk about dining on the ship. Tell me about your restaurants, your favorites. What did you do to go to the same place every night? Go to the same place every breakfast? Tell me about your days.
Yeah, so we knew we were in for a treat the first night when we went to Blue,
Mhm.
and we decided what we were going to
Oh,
get,
yeah.
and they had like the special menu for Sarah with some of her like food sensitivities, but we knew what we were going to order, and then Sarah, like really nice guy, she ordered for both of us. Like she ordered 2 appetizers and 2 main dishes, and then the guy like looks to me and was like, well, what are you going to have? We're like, oh wow, so we can get whatever we want. This is pretty cool.
Yes, you can order the whole menu
Yeah.
if you so choose. But yeah, so that first night we did do Blue. It was nice because the second time we went back to Blue, and we only did 4 nights, the guy did remember us and had a conversation with us, which was really fun to see that they really do love what they're doing. Like
Mm.
they're passionate about serving others and giving people a good experience on the cruise. Like I don't think we met anybody that we spoke with on the cruise, any employees that were not friendly, were not really good at what they did. They were very kind. So yeah, so we did Blue, and as Dave mentioned, food sensitivities. If you have allergies or food sensitivities, if you note it to them, they will make sure that they make an adjustment or direct you to foods that you can in fact have. So that's really nice. A
Very
lot of
accommodating.
them we'll mark some of it in the menu as well. So generally what our rhythm went was we did dinner. We always did like one of the normal, we had the dining anytime where we could pick when we wanted to dine. So we would pick various places. So we did Blue 2 nights and then did the main dining room, 2 nights. Actually 3 nights, I guess. And it depended, we always looked at the menus in the app, to kind of see what was going to be. It was like, oh, I don't like this one in Blue tonight, so let's go over to the other one because I really want to try this. So we did that. And then for breakfast, we always just went over to the cafe, which had a buffet, basically options almost 24 hours a day. There was almost always a little bit of some type of food that you could have. So we did the breakfast buffet always, and then lunch we would do buffet, and then sometimes sit down. Obviously, if we were on the excursion, we would do something different. And then dinner was always the sit down, and then we would go back to the buffet for our snack before bed. And so we would do that, and then he would grab coffees, or we would grab drinks, or either pop or alcoholic beverages at any of the bars that were so conveniently put around the whole entire ship. So
Yeah, we even did, like, when we got back from the excursions, we were kind of hot, like we would do like the non-alcoholic drinks,
mhm.
and those were really
They had some
good
really good,
too.
yeah, they had some really good,
Yeah.
like just like juice cocktails. They were really good.
Yeah. Oh, that's good. They're actually very known for their very good food. So I'm not surprised that you loved all of that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's great. And then did you do any of the shows? How was the entertainment that was available? How was that?
We did trivia a couple of
We
times.
did it all.
We
really.
did trivia. We did a couple of game shows, and Dave laughed. We did, there's an adults only thing that they had a couple of nights where it would be like some more adult themes, like, and then we did
We
did
won
do
the
one show.
yeah, the one trivia thing we won.
We won a
Yeah.
trivia thing, and then we won, and then we played the game shows. We did a family game show out in like the middle of everything, and then I did the adult one. I was up as a contestant, and they were really just very fun. And then we did
Yeah.
information on celebrity cruises. They had presentations that were also educational.
Yeah, that was good. I mean, we signed up for our second cruise the second day there. I mean,
Yeah.
we enjoyed it.
I got that text. You were pretty
Yeah,
excited.
I know you were.
Yeah.
It's like, I mean, we weren't even officially signed yet, and you're like, I see you're having a good time, and you booked your. I was like, yes, we are. So that's the nice thing. It does automatically connect to your travel advisor, so you don't even have to worry about having to reconnect that. But yeah, we did one of the shows. We kept wanting to do the comedians, but then we found other things that sidetracked us. They had comedian, and they had like a Cirque du Soleil, like type thing that was really neat.
Yeah.
And then they were doing a deal or no deal, but something broke. So
Oh,
we
no.
didn't get to do that. But we tried gambling in the casino and lost money fast, and we said no more. That's not
Yeah,
for
we're
us.
not casino people, but it was nice. You got some like scratch off tickets. Or
Oh, I did. I got
whatever.
some scratchers.
We didn't win.
No, remember she gave me that die. The
Oh,
lady
yeah.
was so sweet. I was like, oh, I turned my, and she was like, was on lunch. So I have this like little keychain thing that's just a die, a dice that she gave me. So it's sitting in my office right now.
Oh, that's fun. So suffice to say, there's an awful lot to do. You're never going to be bored on the ship, right?
Yeah. Plus they're shopping, and they have free things too.
Like what?
Like they do these giveaways, like, so
Oh.
I have a charm bracelet, like that's like a Pandora, that I got the bracelet and the charms for free. No, the charms we paid $5 for after the initial one.
Yeah,
So
we
we
didn't-
paid $5 for it. And then they had a necklace that's kind of like they're the ones that you can open and you can put little things in, and they're see-through. And we got some charms for that, and all of that was free. The people did try to sell you jewelry when you went in there, so you had to be okay with telling them no, or looking and then deciding that you were gonna, but no, you could go in free without any purchase and get those things.
Good.
So that was fun. That was nice to have an added bonus.
Yeah, that is a fun thing. Okay, so it sounds like lots of fun. Did you have any issues? I think I remember you said something. You had a little issue with something at the end with your bill. Tell us about that a little bit.
So at the after you leave the ship, it basically gives you your final statement where it charges you. So if you had, if you, like for us, we had the medium drink package, which didn't include premium things. So anything that were top shelf or over $11, it would be, they would charge you the difference plus tax and gratuity above and beyond. So we had a handful of those, but at some point, somebody somehow had charged us for the sushi place, which we never ate at any of the premium dining places because the ones that were included were delicious. And we just weren't worried about it. So I called them the day, like when we were traveling home, I called them and they're like, yeah, the final stuff's not posted yet. I can see where you were already over here in this one charging for whatever. I think we had a premium beverage or something. So we had that difference. And then that was charged at the same time. They're like, no, we'll make sure we took care of it. They had it taken care of and they actually called us back. I was like, oh, I'm gonna have to end up calling them back. They're not for real. They won't remember to call us back. They did call us back within 2 days and had it all taken care of and it was off the final bill. And so that was really nice. They were super fast and
Yeah, because like
really
everybody
sealed
told,
the
yeah,
deal.
everybody told us to check our room charges, which we did. And when we left the ship, there were no room charges. But then on the way home, that's when we caught it. So there's really nothing we could do about it, but they were really quick with
They were.
fixing it.
Good. That's good. I like to hear that. Yeah. Because mistakes happen. So, that was good that they could take care of you really quick. I'm pleased about that. Okay, so what would you say was your favorite memory, the best thing overall of your experience?
I'd say probably either the sea lion part, the excursion, or just the like the spa, like us
Mhm.
getting to do like the Persian garden. Like we did a couples massage there, all
Hmm.
that. So that part was good too.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah. Those were both good. I don't know if I have a favorite, because I thoroughly enjoyed the whole experience. I really, it was
Yeah.
very relaxing. It was so easy to navigate, like where we could go and be in casual clothes and then go change for dinner and be done changing within 15 minutes because the rooms are only so far away. But the Persian garden definitely was like one where it's like, oh man, I really want to seal a deal with keeping that. So us staying at Aqua Class is kind of a big deal for us and the value of it. Even if we were to add the Persian garden in for part of the trip and then have to add in the all included, we're still within, I think it was like under $100 of being in Aqua Class. So we might as well upgrade and get the handful of other things that come with it. So
Yeah, it was the loungers in the
oh,
spa.
yeah, those
like
tile
just
loungers.
heated, like loungers.
And they're just shaped perfectly and you lay there
Yeah.
and I came away not gaining any weight and I
That's-
ate plenty.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so
Very-
that was really exciting. But
Okay. Lightning round. Are you ready?
alrighty.
Tell us your favorite dessert.
Mhm.
I don't even remember.
I like the
Like
sorbet.
Oh yeah, we would go and get that at night,
They
like
had the
just
ice
from
cream.
like the regular.
Once they went and
Yeah.
got it for me special because they didn't have
Yeah.
any non-dairy on the menu at the restaurant and they went and got it for me.
Nice.
Yeah, so that was fun, kind of when we got our routine down.
Mhm.
What was the best drink you had on the ship?
Mm. I really liked my appletini.
I
Oh.
think that one was too. We had kind of an issue with that to where like everything I would order that sounded good, like I kept getting pink drinks and I really didn't want pink drinks, but everything that sounded good ended up being pink.
He described he wanted something kind of sweeter, and so a lot of them were pink.
And it was always pink, normally with an umbrella too. So
There were
Oh.
a couple with
Yeah,
umbrellas, yeah.
Thanks,
So
funny. What was the best thing about having your balcony?
I loved the sound of the water.
yeah, and like that air,
Yeah.
like having that.
There's
And then
no
being
woods
able to
in the
like,
ocean.
yeah, I was on the side of the bed where I just turned like would wake up and then I could see out the balcony and all that. So that was like,
Mhm.
there's no way we would do that without a balcony
Mm-mm. No.
because it was so nice.
Window all the way.
Yeah.
Our kids might not pay for a window though.
Yeah.
They can upgrade it on their own.
What's something you took that you never needed? Something you packed that you didn't actually need.
I think a lot of the dress clothes that I brought, because we were under the assumption that I was gonna have to wear like long sleeve, like button down shirts, but like polo shirts were fine. We realized like the first
We
day.
didn't have a formal night.
Yeah.
Celebrity doesn't always have an actual formal night. And
Especially on
so,
shorter sailings too. Yeah.
yeah, so they were, which was really nice. Like it was a good, like you could get away with business casual. They preferred not shorts, but we still saw some people in there. But yeah.
Very good. All right. And when is your next, tell us about your next cruise. You have something else booked.
Yep.
What are you doing next time?
So we're doing on the we're doing January 14th through the 20th. It's a 6-night going to the Bimini, Bahamas, St. George, Grand Cayman, and Cozumel.
Oh, yeah.
Yes, and we're in that same class of ship with it's in the solstice class. So
Yeah.
we actually picked the same room number.
Yeah.
Oh, that's fun.
Because it was
Yeah,
perfect.
same
It was
aqua
close
class.
enough to the elevator, but it wasn't like
Yeah, it was
too
still
busy or anything.
quiet even in the
Yeah.
room, which was really surprising.
Very good.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I'm ready.
Oh, yeah. It's always nice to get away and do that. So,
Mhm.
well, listen, thank you so much for your time today and for sharing your experience with Celebrity Cruises and Blue Shore Vacations. We definitely appreciate your time and your experience and for sharing with everybody. So,
Awesome. We're excited to share.
all right. Thank you.